welcome to Real Estate with Ryan, and thank you for tuning in. Always great to be with you in the studio, talking a little real estate, having fun on a spring day. Mother's Day weekend, special edition. It's Mother's Day. It's always Mom's Day, but we're going to celebrate it this weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend with Mom. And if your mom's not with you, like my mom, she's in a special place, and it's a special week. Always Mother's Day is a special week. So make sure we reach out to everybody and tell moms how much we love them and how much they do for us. Without moms, guys, we all know it's not possible. So special shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day from my team here at Hometown Realty. We got a good show for you. So I said Mother's Day weekend, what are we going to talk about? All you hear is the rates are going up, the interest rates going up. It's the same story. What we know. I say, well, in this market, Ryan, you say, is it still possible to get a property to pay full price and secure it? So is it enough to offer asking price in today's market and still get the house and win? Now you say, well, Ryan, is that possible with the rates? Maybe we're changing. So I kind of pulled some news right before I went on the air and just kind of want to give you the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Index. Registers new highs, 19.8 rise in the second straight month of the fastest growth. Home prices appreciated, continued to gain speed in early spring as eager buyers try to get in front of the mortgage rate surge. With the latest increase, S&P CoreLogic posted its strongest February year over year. Okay, so I thought that was good data going into the spring market, going into today's show. So what we're seeing, I think what we've talked about prior, was buyers are going to see that the rates are going up. I think we've all seen in the last 2 years that there's this kind of crossroads where we come to that meeting point where at some point we're going to have some corrections and changes in the market. But we'll talk about that and so much more. But before we start our show, I've got some housekeeping issues, some congrats. Been very, very busy and helping some great clients of ours. So we wanted to make sure out there, it's that time of the year. It's May. We're voting Best of Knoxville, Knox Stars. So we're up for running for that for our company, for Hometown Realty, and for myself, Ryan Coleman, as Best Agent. So we won that a couple of years, and we always love your support, and we would appreciate that. There's a nomination stage this year, so hope we can get nominated. We made it easy for you guys that are listening to us and follow us. Just go to ryancoleman.org. We got a tab up on top of the screen, and that will allow you to nominate our company and us individually. Trust me, we appreciate you listening every week, and there's a lot of choices and a lot of agents out there, but we'd be honored by your nomination and hope to win that award again this year. What else do we have, guys? So we got some new listings. New lot in Emory Heights in Harriman, 774 Emory Heights, back on the market, fell through. Little financing opportunity for you to do a custom build out there. 1140 Crestview Drive, lot 11. Beautiful, almost 5 acres in the Smokies. Gorgeous views. Got a great pond on the corner. Multiple home sites there, but you want to check that out. Possible subdivision, great area in Pigeon Forge, prime location. You want to check that out. That's 1.490, right? So almost under 1.5 million, all right? And let's see what else we got. New listing in Powell Lane, 375 Powell Lane in 10 Mile, waterfront property, 849, and beautiful dock. The area that walks out is not steep at all. Great clients that are living there, and they're going to move closer to West Knoxville, be closer to my side of town. They're moving close to me, man. And so we're going to help them out. That should be hitting the market this weekend. So if you want to check that one out, make sure you do that. Now, Regas, we're sold out of Regas. So that's moving there, but I've got a great rental that just popped up for a great client of mine. So we've got unit 415 in Regas. It's a great unit. Only one tenant's been in it in the whole term. So you want to check that out. And I've got that on Zillow, actually. You can go check it out on Zillow or on my website at ryancoleman.org. And we're about $3,200 on rent there. All right, congrats to Galahad Court in Sevierville. Went under contract, closed. Great people there. Lake Arcus, 1060-600. Lake Arcus, waterfront lot, sold. And then 1483 Old Highway, Congrats to the Waldens. And then 415 Temple Road that just closed today. Just my great clients. Super congratulations. So we're doing some congrats today, guys. A little bit longer. As you can see, we're busy, busy, busy. It's that time of the season. Somebody asked me the other day, he said, Ryan, are you busy? I said, Lord, I'm always busy. I've got 2 kids, 3 dogs, a bunch of employees, lots of happy clients, clients that are nervous in the market, buyers that are nervous in the market. So I've got my hands full. We've got a lot going on, but I don't think I know what to do if I didn't keep my hands full. I'm one of those guys, if you don't know me, I always like to stay busy doing something. Sometimes, you get really, really busy. And I go back to my old days before college or right during college. We used to wait tables, right? And wait tables, you're in college, you do those kind of things. And I love waiting tables. It worked on my people skills and presentations and a lot of things that kind of helped me develop later in life. But one of those things, if you're waiting tables, you can appreciate it. If you're in the weeds, they call it in the weeds. So if you're in the weeds and you've got a lot of customers that come in at one time, right? And you got drink orders over here, we got to serve them over here. And before you know it, guess what? We got desserts over here. And oh, by the way, we've got to get this table cleaned off for new people. That's a lot of work. I'm already getting stressed now. Hey, I got to sell some real estate. Makes me think about back in the day. But we get in the weeds over here with helping clients during the busiest time of the year. And of course, 2022 market is unprecedented with what's going on in the economy and a lot of nervousness. So that's why I want to have this show and kind of talk about it and talk about it in the day's market. We've got some people coming in from Wisconsin. Is today getting full price going to get you your home? Is it get you your forever home? Is it going to get you your investment home? And so we'll talk about that and so much more. Let's dive into the show and before we get into anything else, because, guys, I can carry on a little bit. So, the National Association of Realtors talked about in today's market, how long is a home setting? That's a lot of people would say. Of course, in the Knoxville market may be totally different than the Loudoun market. And then the Loudoun market may be different than Roane County. It just really depends. But the average receives about 4.8 offers that's across the U.S. and sells in about 17 days. I think we've seen a little bit of a difference in the market. I was talking to another agent yesterday, and he said the Smokies are cooling off a little bit. Seen investment properties changing a little bit. Seeing some things there that, with the interest rates going up, as in primary residence, our rates will be, say, 5 and some change. But as an investment, they're going to charge you more. So those could be 6, 7%. So a lot of guys that got into the investments, maybe over leveraged, or maybe one of the things I'll talk about here soon is maybe that the tenants aren't coming in, right? So a lot of those opportunities there, maybe they're over leveraged. They're going to put the homes back on the market. Maybe they're going to sell them. So what was changing in the investment market may not be in the single family market. We're seeing the single family in the Knoxville surrounding areas, still a healthy growth, not enough inventory, but we do have some buyers in the market, right? If you listen to the rates, of course, the Fed came out today and they said they were going to up the rates another half point, but not another 50 basis points. But we all know that triggers the banks to immediately kind of offset that. We talked about that in the last show. So what does that mean in today's market with that in the interest rates? So I still think that in a certain price point, a lot of it comes down to price point and where you're at. You got to find the negotiation point. And the best thing in today's market, right? The best thing in today's market, I still preach that every day that we're on the week here. It's having a great agent and a team in your corner. We're going to go look at a property tomorrow, and the husband can't be here. They're from Wisconsin. And, the wife's going to be here. They're going to do the FaceTime deal. And pretty sure that we want to write an offer and we're going to make an offer. And the conversation that kind of started this was, Ryan, will full price get it, or what will it take to get that offer? And that's where a lot of people are thinking to get that. And a lot of it starts with that kind of conversation. If there's another agent involved, how are we taking offers? Are we doing multiple offers? Are we going to get into multiple offers? A lot of times we have offers lost, or I've seen buyers lose offers because sometimes the sellers just won't go into highest and best offer or multiple offers because it can be overwhelming. Sometimes sellers are, pretty plain and simple. Hey, this is a good price. This is a good term. Why do I need to keep showing to 50 people? Could mean multiple offers. Got some sellers like to see the auction effect, right? Like to see the multiple auctions, see how high they will go. Can we waive escrow? Get the escrow as high as we can. Can we waive inspections? So all those things kind of come up on an offer and how to strategize. Look, we're coming on a break. Make sure you guys stay with us. We've got a good part of the second half of the show, and don't miss our Vol 60-second update.
Knoxville and East Tennessee. The region is known for its rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. There's no better place to work, live, or raise a family. Home is where your story begins. Buying or selling your home is a big decision, and you need a real estate team you can trust.
I'm Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty, your hometown experts. Whether you're buying or selling a home, let us develop a winning game plan for you.
Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vols.
Your friend promised we wouldn't be homeless.
He promised. He's doing everything to fix it.
You need to call and have him fix it now.
Hey, man.
Found us a house.
No, not yet. Let me call you back. We're working on it.
Ryan Coleman with Hometown
He
Realty.
says he's doing the best he can do, honey.
Well, he's taking too long. I knew we should have gone with Ryan Coleman.
Choosing the right agent is never easy.
Call your hometown experts. We'll take care of all the details and make sure you don't get stuck in a motel. All right, guys, welcome back with Real Estate with Ryan. We're talking a little real estate on Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there that is a mother, or if mothers are not with you in their heaven or passed on. We still want to congrats those on Mother's Day, and special place. I know my mom's not with me at this point, but Mother's Day is always a special time in my family. Always lets me reflect. Of course, we're always thinking about mom, but it's a special time. I think about my mother during this time. And so it's such a special time for everybody. So enjoy this weekend. Spend time with your family. So we were coming on the first part of the break. What were we talking about? Is in this market full price going to get my home? Is full price going to get the house, my forever house in this housing market? Or do I have to still do a competing offer? So that's kind of what we're talking about. But before we continue with our show, I've got to do my Vol update. As always, man, a big proud sponsor of the Vols. We're going to talk a little Vol update here. Got some Vol action news. So let's go and see how it goes here. Vol news update. Here's what we got. So congrats to Coach Harper on the Coach of the Year. Lady Vols Coach of the Year. Well deserved there. I saw that come through, and just very, very impressed there with Coach Harper and how she runs the program. Had a chance to kind of see some of her practices. Super excited there. Men's baseball team, Ben Joyce, if I'm pronouncing that right, 105.5 miles an hour, the fastest pitch in baseball history. I used to play baseball. If you throw 105 mile an hour, I'm probably running out the other side. I'm just letting you know. I say, hey, that's it. I was a little baseball. I was doing that. 105, way out my league. And then congrats to the men's football team. Brew McCoy, big time transfer from USC. Big addition to the football team. Coach Heupel, congrats. Several NFL draft picks and so much more. That's our 60-second Vol update. As you know, proud sponsor of the Vols and your official Tennessee Realtor. All right, so we get back with that. We're talking about a little real estate, asking price in today's market. Will it get me my forever home? We know multiple offers are in effect, but with the interest rates changing and everything going on, maybe, Ryan, just maybe I can kind of throw me a deal. Let me throw a little offer. Can I come in lower? What I still would urge in today's market, as I was saying in the beginning part of the show, is the number one thing that you're going to get in this market. And I know you hear me say it again and again, but listen, trust in your agent. On the buying side, we're usually always paid by the seller, or we could be paid by the buyer. Just depends on how the deal's structured. But your best investment in today's market, where things are changing like this, is having a great agent in your corner. That's why we do it every week. Because in today's market, the difference between selling your home, right, and losing money on the table, or getting more money, right, or we're buying and offering too much. It's kind of like poker. I don't get a chance to play much poker, but you want to hold your cards. If I'm a buyer and I'm a buyer's agent, I'm working for my client, like our great clients in Wisconsin, my first goal is I want to make sure I'm going to secure the property. Number one, right? I don't want to lose my house. I don't want to play games and kind of negotiate. And then I've seen this happen. We just closed Old Highway, right, Nick? 1483 Old Highway had this deal. And the people were out of state. They were out of state, and they've been looking, and they lived in some temporary housing. And we got into a multiple offer. And they had a really good offer. They were qualified and really good candidates, but their offer was a little bit low. And then we had another offer that came in, and then the second offer, first people really, really wanted it. And they followed the transaction all the way to close, but unfortunately they lost the deal. And whether it's a combination of efforts, but the offer wasn't right the first time. And then the second time they came just a tad bit. And before you know it, there's another offer that came in and they lost the home. Well, when they got the offer that came in, they made another third offer, and it was something that the sellers would have taken. Actually, it was better, or I can't remember if it was better. I think it was better than the offer that we accepted. And we did a backup offer and all those things, but guess what? It went through. The challenge in this market, you won't get 2 or 3 opportunities. You won't get 2 or 3 opportunities just because the news and the inventory is saying, hey, the market's changing. The market may be cooling off, but the market has not changed. I think last week I looked at, I'm not keeping up to it every day, but I think we're about 2,000 homes in the Knox DMA. What that says for inventory level purchases is still extremely low. We have so much demand, and we can go into stories about that, but demand from people coming across the country. And not just California, not just Wisconsin or Texas or wherever, just all over. This is a season where we get a lot of travels. School is the biggest time people are making moves. That's why the spring and summer season is our hottest time. It's our busiest season. Why? Because we got kiddos. We got to make sure they're in the right schools, get them registered. We got to get settled. And that means we probably sold a home from out of state. So that probably was on the market in January and February. I know another closing that we're working on Church Road is their home is under contract in California. And so those particular transactions are going on. So a lot of moving dynamics. But I'd say the first thing you want to do is trust in your agent's performance. I think we had conversations with this great agent that we're working with, and he was really, really persistent and did a good job working for his client, just staying with it. And the kind of conversation that I was having was, I said, we'll call him Joe. I don't mention his name on the radio, but he said, hey, Joe, hey, you guys really, really want this property. Like just get him to make the right offer and we can make this deal work. He said, well, Ryan, Ryan, they just want to go in at this price and this is what they want to do. And I get it. And you don't want to offer too much. But in this market, guys, you don't want to lose your home. You don't want to lose your forever home. You definitely don't want to lose it on Mother's Day weekend, right? So trust your agent's guidance. It's the best thing in today's market because the agent was saying, hey, we need to come in higher to secure it. And this deal fell through for, I think it wasn't inspections. For whatever reason, the buyers got cold feet, went back on the market. Sometimes those opportunities happen, but real estate is always by chance and timing. Sometimes things happen for this person, didn't work out, opportunity opens back up and you're right there. That's why we do some backup offers and sometimes those work out because just those opportunities by putting that backup offer, if he didn't do that, we'd go to the market and maybe miss out. But guess what? He secured it for his client, but it didn't start with the right price. So let's start with the first thing is make sure we start with the right price in terms, and that's going to be on your agent's suggestion. Lean on your agent heavily in today's market. Number 2, make a strong escrow purchase. Escrow, if you're not familiar with it, in different states are different. I was talking with a great client today, and this is maybe beneficial for you guys from North Carolina. So one of the few states in the U.S. would be North Carolina. And North Carolina has a thing called what did he call it? So we have escrow and we have a due diligence period in escrow. So the due diligence in North Carolina, of course, I'm not licensed in North Carolina, full disclosure, but basically the due diligence period goes to the seller. So if I found a property on 123 Main Street, I'm going to give the realty company $1,000 and then the seller is going to want $10,000. Well, for any reason that you change your mind on that purchase, the seller gets $10,000. And then the $1,000 is the escrow. So you got to be very, very careful in this market. But a higher escrow here in Tennessee, in our area, means that it's refundable if you don't buy the property. We don't keep your money. We're pretty good about that. And it's your money. It's your escrow. It's your down payment. But a lot of advice out there will be what? Have $1,000 escrow on a $500,000 or $600,000 deal. That's not going to show the seller before they take that property off the mark security. Remember, my people are moving all the way to Michigan or different places. They want to know that you're serious about the property. Proper escrow means you're a stronger buyer. And I can tell you that the stronger the escrow, the stronger the deal. Most people, most buyers, that the stronger the escrow, I can't tell you the percentages that they close. And the sellers are looking for those, so make sure you do that. Make a decision number 3. Is the seller agent going to go into multiple offers, or are we going to present them at the same time, or have they come in? That's a very valuable tool to know. Because if they're going to present them as they come in, it gives us an opportunity to get an offer in a quick time frame that makes sense. Also, structure your offer at a time frame for a competitive market. So have a response frame on the feedback that you rely from the agent. Now, also, opportunities. If a home is coming soon or out there, what's stopping you from making the offer? Can we make the offer subject to us walking through? We can. Can we also do a lot of different other stuff? But I would say do that, structure your offer, advice on your agent. And you know what? At the end of the day, stay in budget. It will all work out. If this home doesn't work out, it always seems to work out. Always tell my clients, don't overextend, stay within budget in this market. As always, we've got our Knox Stars nomination that Nick wants me to encourage. Visit to ryancoleman.org. We got a link there for you for Hometown Realty and Ryan Coleman. That'd be me. Give your agent a shout. And Best of Knoxville, several years running, we've done that, and we like to keep that up with the tradition. If you're looking for a home to sell, you need some value, make sure you check out ryancoleman.org. We got a free valuation tool there. We'll give you instant value. As always, we love being with you guys. Happy Mother's Day to some special mothers out there. We hope you have a wonderful weekend and enjoy this weekend. We'll see you next week.